Welcome to Broken Tusk Rising, a Pathfinder 2nd Edition actual play in the Galarian campaign setting. We're playing through the Quest for the Frozen Flame adventure path.
I'm Sean, and I'm playing Andreas Witchborn, the Human Magus.
I'm Jessica, and I'm playing Zancath, the Halfling Fighter.
I'm Jeanette, and I'm playing Jonesy, the Human Cleric.
This is Josh, and I'm playing Corgo, the Human Barbarian.
Last time on Broken Tusk Rising, the scouts finally entered the pass that leads to Lost Mammoth Valley, with the following close behind. They encountered a raven-headed woman, or Kadlaka, named Uraka, to whom Shaggy Shemvin immediately proposed. The proposal was accepted, and she warned the party about the threat of Burning Mammoth ambushes ahead, before going off to meet the following. It didn't take long before the party was ambushed while carefully crossing a frozen stream. With careful use of spells, a moose taxi, and ranged attacks, the heroes took down the Burning Mammoth hunters with little trouble. Now they resume their scouting mission, knowing that the Burning Mammoths probably still have something waiting for them ahead. Let's skip over some unimportant stuff. The Burning Mammoth hunters have nothing interesting on them, just short bows, spears, and leather armor, so there's nothing really to collect from them. So here you are, on this frozen stream. You're almost at the end of the pass that leads to Lost Mammoth Valley. You've made some new friends. You've overcome every obstacle in your way. How is everyone feeling?
My butt hurts.
Okay.
I fell. Zancath fell.
Oh, right.
Zancath fell.
Okay.
Zancath's butt hurts. Does that help? Does that
Yes,
make
that
that
does.
better? My butt is fine.
Yes, that
I was gonna say, do we need to get you a new chair?
I mean, probably, but not that badly.
Okay. Well, yeah, she did fall on that hard ice.
I feel like for someone who is a cockatrice wrangler, Ardrissa Pendergast sure had very few cool spells in her spell book.
Still, that was
Yeah.
the last time.
Yeah, still complaining about that, apparently.
I'm terribly sorry about the spell selection. It's straight out of the book.
Of course. It's all good.
You got some scrolls. Can you use those scrolls?
I got scrolls?
Yeah, they were 2 scrolls of magic missile.
Oh, yeah. I can use those.
Okay.
They're
But like
okay.
any good Pathfinder player, you'll forget.
I already did.
Yep. Almost immediately.
So everybody's feeling pretty, I don't know, complainy then, I guess?
Nervous but
Yes.
determined, I suppose.
I am feeling very complainy.
Okay, so what do you want to do? What's the plan here? You're on this frozen stream. Corgo and Andreas are up on this ledge 10 feet above the stream. There are some sort of crevices to the east in the mountainside.
So Andreas will climb down from this waterfall thing, and then I think we should investigate all these little nooks and crannies. There seems to be
There's one to
like
the
a
north.
cave to the north here with some barrels at the back I can spot.
Yeah.
And then there's like a little campfire ring over here to the east in this little canyon thingy. So yeah, I'm looting it all.
Let's start with that one just to the northeast of the combat area that you were just in. There's a frozen waterfall there.
Oh.
And just as Uraka said that you would, you see that there's a cave behind it, leading back into the mountainside. And you might not have seen it without her warning. Now, technically, you're supposed to use some sort of light back there because it's very dark.
What?
I will assume that you do that now that you have all moved your tokens in there.
I have an ever-burning torch.
Josh, I respect you for actually rolling the acrobatics checks for your animals. As
course.
the rest
Well
of us
done.
were just moving around.
I just play with my tokens like by myself. I don't know if you guys know this. I'm playing a game over here.
Yes, so you carefully make your way across the frozen stream into this cave behind the waterfall. You have to climb up another 10-foot ledge to get in there, but it looks like it has some foot and handholds, so no check is required. You pull yourself up onto the ledge. This dark cave stretches back 20 feet and then turns to the right. And since you have some light, you can see that this cold but dry cave appears to have been used by travelers in the past. There is a fire pit, as well as some stored goods, a flensing board, some knives next to that appear to be in good shape, and in fact, you can see that one of those past travelers is there, lying on the floor.
That's what I was waiting for. Okay.
That was that last bit.
This woman, probably a Kelid, died some indeterminate time ago. She was wearing cold weather gear and has an armband woven of feathers around her left arm.
Do we recognize that as a symbol we might have seen in our following?
Make a society check. Well, I guess, are you going to examine the armband, or are you just checking it from a distance, or what are you doing?
I'm right in there, Mike. Go ahead and
you're right in there.
Reflex save.
Okay.
Yeah.
You can make a society check if you want to know something about maybe cultural importance, or you can make an arcana religion.
20!
Natural 20. You know what? I'm just going to give you all of it then.
Thank you.
So this has no particular meaning to the following. This is not associated with the following in any way. However, you recognize that this is a raven band.
Oh, yeah.
It is a magical item. So with that natural 20, you know it grants the ability to understand ravens at all times. Any ravens you run into, you can talk to them.
Dope.
Yeah,
Once per day, you can cast Speak with Animals, but it only allows you to communicate with birds.
So I can always talk
That's
with
amazing.
I can always talk with ravens, and once a day I can talk with other birds.
Correct.
Sick.
That's cool.
It's pretty cool.
Does anybody feel like they're more deserving of speaking to ravens than me?
Nah, I'm good.
Yes, I am one for talking with the birds.
All right, Jonesy, here you go.
What? I wasn't expecting that at all. A roll off?
I have limited capabilities of speaking to and keeping other creatures that I talk to friendly. I feel like I also don't know very much about birds. They're not very much like demons or magic. So
I'm not. Corgo might want it. He is
He's already got
the
so many
animal
pets,
guy. But I don't know if that extends to birds.
I prefer to assume I know what the animal's saying rather than actually understand them.
So who's taking it then?
Sounds like Jonesy is.
Yeah.
Okay. Jonesy, as Andreas hands it over to you, you see a tiny vial of liquid slip out of it. Apparently it was tucked inside.
He immediately drinks it. No.
Okay.
May I examine it?
You may. Roll an Arcana, Religion, Occultism, or Nature check.
Religion. 23.
nice.
This is a vial of bark skin.
Ooh.
Ooh, that's pretty good.
It grants the spell for 10 minutes. It gives you resistance 2 to bludgeoning and piercing damage, but it also gives you weakness 3 to fire.
Sure.
Oh, that's new. Cool.
If you take fire damage, you can dismiss the spell as a free action. Doing so doesn't stop you from taking that fire damage, though.
I'm aware of what this is. I've seen it before. Corgo, perhaps you could benefit from it.
Sure. Do I drink it right now?
No. Later.
Wait until
Once
we're in
we're
the fight
fighting.
so you don't take a nap halfway through.
Okay.
Can I also check how long this body has been there?
Sure, give me a medicine check.
15.
You're not sure.
It probably happened yesterday.
You're not sure why this or how this person died or how long ago.
Does it look like the Burning Mammoths have been in here, or did they just not notice this area?
You don't see any signs that anyone has been in here recently.
Okay.
Everything in here is kind of frozen. She's been frozen.
Is it safe to assume that this is the waterfall cave that Yuraka was telling us about?
This is the one.
Okay. And these barrels and crates, it's just kind of like travel supplies and...
Yeah, there's just some... I mean, they're mostly empty.
Yeah.
There are a few stored goods. It doesn't say what they are. I assume maybe some cloth, maybe some frozen food supplies, but nothing substantial.
Well, a good supply anyways. We can speak with birds now. Corgo might not fall asleep next time we're fighting something. Feel like we're making good progress. Let's check out that other camp on the west side of the ravine.
The east side.
That's what I meant.
Can I look and see if there's any kind of trap as I go in here? Because this is where the
Sure.
camp seems
Are
to
you
be.
searching? Yeah, roll that perception check.
That's a natural 1 for a total of 10. I don't see anything.
Zancath, there is a suspicious-looking lump of snow directly ahead of you.
Oh, wait.
I stepped on it. Oh, you weren't fast
Andreas
enough.
stepped right on it.
Zancath freezes, waiting for
Nothing
something to
happens.
happen. Oh.
Careful, it might have been a pika.
Pika.
Oh, pika.
That's a fish, Jonesy.
No, that's one animal that goes ee. That one. A pika.
I don't understand Raven, I'm telling you.
Oh my.
After the frozen pond, the passage returns to solid ground, and the main route continues around to the northeast, but there are also 2 gullies more directly east. And it looks like someone must have used this as a campsite than the one that you're exploring right now. There are furs on the ground, piles of furs, a couple barrels and crates littering the area. They look to have been moved around recently, and there are obvious footsteps in the snow and mud. There's a fire pit, but no sign of current embers. It's been used relatively recently, you think. If you want to figure out how recently, give me a survival check.
I'll do it. 19.
Yeah, you think it's been accessed in the last day. So this is recently touched. Very recently touched.
This is where our ambushers were making camp. I wonder if some of them were the pair that accompanied our Dressa Pendergast when she dropped that terrible spell book.
I suppose that does seem likely.
Is there any good stuff in these barrels? And Andreas takes a solid look around.
There might be some supplies that are useful to the following, but nothing that has a mechanical effect.
Great storytelling.
Yep.
Setting the scene.
Yep.
I always like when they put bathrooms in the castles.
Yes, of course. I'm a big fan of doing that. Even if people make fun of me for it.
Just to cover the basis, I'm going to pop down the other, make sure there's nothing down there.
Sure,
Oh,
give me a perception check.
Why, Mike? Why? Why do you hate me? Hey, that was a 22. Got that natural one out of the way.
You're pretty sure there's nothing interesting down here.
Cool. That's what I thought.
Okay, so you're heading back up the main path.
Yeah, head up north.
Okay, are you doing your exploration activities that you listed before? Detect magic, searching, scouting. So Andreas is detecting magic, Jonesy is searching, Corgo is scouting, and Zancath is searching?
Yes.
The huge.
Okay, great. So you make your way up this passage. An enormous ledge of ice and snow hangs over the pass from the north and west. 3 large bonfires blaze on the ground, their emanating heat causing the shelf of snowpack 50 feet above to melt into dribbling rivulets. The thick sheets of mountain snow audibly groan with each gust of wind that whips through the pass. In the far distance, standing on the peak of a different mountain, giant humanoid figures are silhouetted against the sky. Several human figures stand around the bonfires, occasionally throwing fuel on them. The one closest to you is keeping watch, and upon seeing you round the corner, he turns and signals the others. A figure emerges from behind the farthest bonfire and walks toward you. It's Pacano.
Oh, dang.
What? It's time.
Young man, you've got things to answer for.
He smiles, and he gestures for you to approach. So I assume you step forward a bit, or you want to stay there?
I step forward.
Okay.
Andreas, no.
Pacano's face is cold and impassive. There are bold new brands across his arms and face, applied much more carefully than those you've seen on the other Burning Mammoths. He holds up his hand for you to stop now. Welcome to the end, Tusks. Your end and my beginning. My potential has finally been recognized among the true following, the Burning Mammoths, who recognize me as a great leader. Avarsa's horde, sharpened to a fine point by war, will be my home, and they will allow me to fulfill my true destiny. And he gestures to the warriors around him. We offer you a choice. You may surrender immediately, and if you do, only the adults among your pitiful band will be slaughtered. We will conscript the children and enslave your elders. Your herd will be slaughtered for meat. You will become my personal servants, once I have thoroughly branded your bodies with fire to make my ownership of you clear. And he looks at you expectantly.
Is that supposed to be a good deal?
Last time I was threatened with fire like that, we put the whole world down. The world wound is closed, and you can't bring anything nearly as terrible as that to bear.
Very well then, Tusks. I suppose we'll just let the slaughter begin now. Let's roll for initiative.
Oh no.
+1.
Yep, everyone gets a +1.
So glad I didn't roll bad.
Yes.
Ooh, nice. Oh, what? What is?
Oh. Finally roll well. And Mike has to one-up me.
Well, I chose to make it roll that number, so...
Ugh, so cruel.
Man, that's a cool power.
Yeah, how do I get that?
I get to choose when I roll terribly, and it's all the time.
Let's go through everybody. Zancath, what'd you get?
30. Natural 20 for a total of 30.
Wow. Jonesy?
28.
Andreas?
21.
Corgo?
17.
And I didn't do anything about this last time. Andreas and Corgo, you guys were slightly hurt. You didn't want to stop and heal yourselves, I guess. Too late now.
I forgot that I got injured.
We're so busy.
I'm only a little injured.
Okay.
Is what it is at this point.
Sure.
Yeah.
It probably won't matter.
No,
right?
it'll be fine.
All right, so first to go is Picano. And Picano strides right up to Andreas. Have you got your meteor hammer out right now?
Oh, yeah.
Okay, well then he's worried about triggering an attack of opportunity. He doesn't know if you have one or not, but he doesn't really have a way to approach you without triggering one. So he's just gonna step right in front of you here. No attacks of opportunity, though.
Not to level 6.
Okay, so he steps in front of you. That's his first action. And he says, "Now I will kill you, as I should have done at the river that day."
Did you tell your buddies about how I held your face in the mud?
And he will first attack you with his spear.
Ugh.
A 31 to hit.
This is disingenuous. This is not the same stat block I already fought. No, that is a critical hit.
Oh dear.
So I will succumb to your special abilities.
Okay.
Your dastardly
well,
ways.
It's just a stab.
If he's got Spear Fighter, then
He does have Spear Fighter.
Yep.
So he does an additional 1d6 damage. Oh, you are clumsy 1 until the start of his next turn.
It's a long time.
Yeah. Okay. So he's got to roll critical damage. Okay. So I wonder if it's going to take everything into account when I roll this, including the
It should.
1d6, the extra 1d6. It rolled 2d6. It did not roll the extra one. Oh no, it did. It rolled the extra 1d6.
Because
Yeah.
it's times 2. Yeah.
What?
Yep. So
Oof.
Andreas, that's 26 points of damage.
Oh, maybe I should have actually thought about doing that healing before we came over here.
And as his last action, he raises his shield. And that is Picano's turn. And that means now it is Zancath's turn. Picano has just walked right up to Andreas and stabbed him pretty seriously. It's a pretty serious injury with this spear. And he smiles. What do you want to do?
Okay, so first of all, I'm going to activate Point Blank Stance. Second of all, these other guys that are with Picano.
Yeah, there are 4 of them. I should describe them.
Yes, that was
2 of them are these guys that carry torches. We're calling them burn bearers. And then 2 of them are these long shields, these warriors carrying large shields.
Can you help a person who hasn't been, we play every couple weeks, not are doing this for a living,
Sure.
and don't live in the world? Which of these guys are stronger? Can you remind? Because we fought both of them before,
Yeah.
right?
You've one-shot burn bearers before.
Okay.
You know that they're weaker, but you haven't seen really all of their abilities. You're not sure what all they can do, but you know that they have fewer hit points.
Yeah. I know about the Tallow Bomb, Sean, but it just does so little.
I guess. Yeah.
It does a D4 of damage.
Is that it?
It's a D4 persistent.
Persistent.
I don't see where it says actual damage.
It's 1d. It just, if they fail their save, they just start taking 1d4 persistent fire damage.
Every round. Yes?
Yeah.
Yep, unless they pass their flat check.
Okay.
And it splashes, so it'll also hit an adjacent guy.
Ooh,
Yeah.
and if it's critical, they get sickened.
Yeah. Okay. So I will pull. It's only an unaction to pull out the Tallow Bomb. Yes.
Yes?
Gotta make sure I can. Yes. So it's got a splash, which means, like, if I were to Could I throw it here?
If you do that, nobody takes the
Then
persistent.
persistent damage. Okay.
You want to hit a target and then
Yep.
splash on their adjacent person.
Then I'm going to take out a tallow bomb and I'm going to throw it at that burning guy.
All right, you throw it at that burn bear. Make an attack roll.
It's a 15 to hit.
That's a miss.
Yep. Okay.
But it's not a critical miss, so they still take the splash.
Oh, good.
Still take splash
That's
damage.
nice. So
How much is the splash damage?
1.
it's one. They take one.
One splash.
All right, both of them do. Or just the target.
I think they both do.
Splashes.
Splash is pretty decent. When you use a thrown weapon with the splash trait, you don't add your strength modifier to the damage roll. If it fails, succeeds, or critically succeeds, all creatures within 5 feet of the target, including the target, take the splash damage.
All right.
Okay.
A little bit of damage to 2 targets then.
Yeah, no, I think saying a little bit is understatement. I'm done. That's all of my actions.
Thanks for trying.
And that brings us now to Jonesy.
Careful, sir. He's much younger than you. And then Jonesy will cast a 2-action level 2 heal on Andreas. And I think it's a 2d8,
No, 2d10 because you're special,
2d10 plus 8
plus another 2 plus another 1 because of the staff.
plus 9. 16.
16 hit points back for Andreas.
Thanks, Jonesy. I love you.
With his last action, he'll cast guidance on Corgo.
He sees the spell's about to happen. He's like, no, give it to Tanks.
There's no point. I don't come anywhere close to hitting things.
She needs the point.
I don't. Give it to Corgo.
I don't need it. Watch.
Nobody gets it if you're going to fight about it.
Give it to me.
Give it to Andreas. Yeah.
Rumpy would like to make a case for getting the guidance.
All right, Rumpy, go
Make a
ahead.
charisma check, Rumpy.
All right, so who got it?
Jonesy's feeling a little bit conflicted, so I'm going to roll a d4.
Oh no,
Sure.
leave it to chance.
Zancath.
Okay.
One of the burn bearers gets to go. The one that's sort of in the back. And this burn bearer runs up to Andreas.
I want to punch him
Oh, why?
because I have an attack of opportunity.
You don't
But-
have reach, though.
You don't have
He's
reach.
right by me.
He just entered your
I thought
threatened
you
area.
could
He
use
didn't
that. I thought you
Not
could.
until he moves past you. If he
Why
moved
were you
one more
worried
square,
about? Why were you worried
'Cause I have
about
reach.
the Kano moving into your?
because he has reach.
He's got
I-
a big
Okay.
long hammer
I've
thing.
treading twice as many
I
squares.
was really excited.
Right.
Okay.
If, for example, he moved from his current position to there, he would have moved from one threatened square to another, and that would have triggered.
I'm not going to hit him anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Go ahead.
Okay. And he tries to hit Zancath with his torch.
Ouchie.
So he's going to make an attack roll. So as an action, he uses his torch and go ability. He rolls an 18 to hit.
Misses.
Misses. Oh no.
Nice.
You know what? He can't use torch and go. He can just do a regular torch. He can't do that with you. All right. And now he's going to try to use his club, but at a penalty. An 11.
Misses.
Also misses. And now it's Andreas' turn. Andreas Picano's right in front of you. He's just stabbed you. But fortunately, Jonesy has healed you. What do you want to do?
Boy, I showed you once. I'm going to show you again. I cast True Strike, and I Spell Strike him.
Yeah.
For Gouging Claw, I'm going to hero point that, because that was a natural 1.
Yeah.
Right? That's a 19.
With his shield up, that is a miss.
Classic. Wait, I have initiative, or I have a True Strike, so that gets rolled out with advantage.
Oh, you know what? How do I turn on his shield? It's not adding it. What's the trick
You
for
just
that?
dragged a shield icon, a shield effect onto his character. Oh my god.
Oh.
It always does that.
It always does that.
so weird.
Every time I roll with advantage or use a hero point, I get the exact same thing. That was another 19.
Yeah.
It's Mike's ability.
Yeah.
Mike, your
Stop
ability is BS.
I don't even know how I do it. I'm just.
It's simply
Now you know how it
made
feels, Sean.
That's my turn. Very disappointing that I used all of that. A spell slot and a hero point.
That sucks.
I think it's cool. It's
Maybe
combo
it
time.
deserves another hero point.
Yeah, that was pretty brave.
I did say something pretty good.
Yeah.
I need a little more. All right, so Andreas' turn is over, right?
Yes.
Okay. the other burn bearer. The other burn bearer is going to, let's see, how far is that? That's 15 and then 20. Yeah, the other burn bearer steps to the other side of Andreas and is now flanking you with the first burn bearer. And will attempt this time to use the Torch and Go ability, which I can actually use now that it's flanking you. And he makes an attack with a torch. A 19 is a miss, right?
No, that hits because I am off guard and I'm clumsy.
Oh, no. So he hits you with the torch, and as he strikes you with this torch, you find your clothing suddenly catches fire, and you are now taking 1 persistent fire damage.
Classic.
Do I drag that onto your character?
No, I got it set up.
Okay. With his Torch and Go action, he gets to take a stride action as well. No, I'm sorry, not a stride. He gets to take a step action as well. So he will, as part of that attack, step. Now, Zancath.
I'm going to punch him.
He just moved through your threatened area. You get to punch him.
Yeah. Wait.
Oh, wait. No, you don't. It was a step.
Okay.
Oh,
You don't get to.
You did that on purpose.
Yeah,
You got our
right?
hopes
I'm
up.
sorry.
Just taunting
There's
me.
so many things to keep track of.
Such a tease.
So many things to keep track of. I'm sorry. He stepped, so you don't get to.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry. And he's going to swing at Jonesy with his club at a penalty. 21. Does a 21 hit?
Yes.
7 points of damage to Jonesy as he steps past Andreas up next to Zancath and then swings at Jonesy, who is behind Zancath, and bonks him across the shoulder with this club. And he giggles madly. Yeah, burn!
Oh. I don't like it when they do that kind of thing.
Nope.
Nope.
You
Nope.
don't like this? Burn! Fire. That is the burn bearer's turn. And now Corgo. Corgo, this fight's looking pretty rough.
Is that good?
What are you going to do? You're riding on the moose, right?
Gorgo's riding the moose. He's gonna tell the. He's gonna tell.
Sounds like a euphemism for something.
Yeah, it does.
Listeners, send in what you think the euphemism means.
Join us on Discord to discuss what you think it means.
Send it on the Discord. Gorgo's going to say, "Greta, it's time for thunder," and they're gonna trample
Oh, no.
these two like
Oh,
this,
no.
and then like
Yeah.
this. But I can't get that one because it moved, so that sucks.
That's
and
unfortunate.
I'm not sure if you can like move through ally spaces and not trample allies. I don't know, but
I don't think so.
I don't think you would have to move through our space
Yeah,
either way.
I don't think you have to hit those two.
He would
So
like to
there's
get
there's an enemy on the
other
other
guy.
side, and I kind of
Oh,
want to hit
yeah.
all of them. But anyway,
You can't hit all of them.
I won't be
no,
greedy.
but you can hit those two.
Okay,
That's pretty good.
yeah, that's pretty good. So they've got to make a reflex save, DC 20.
Wow.
And if they make it, if they critically succeed, they take no damage. If they succeed, they take half of the antler of the hoof damage that I'm about to roll. And if they fail it, attack it.
Okay, well, let's start with the reflex save for this burn bearer. A 26.
That will pass.
Yeah, well,
So is
That's-
that half
is that
damage?
half
So they'll
damage?
take half. So they'll take half of 11.
Oh, well, we'll get. Are you going to roll the damage multiple times?
I think I only roll it once, but I don't know. It
Let's
doesn't
do
say.
that. Let's do that. Now
Okay.
then, let me roll all their saves, and
like
then I'll
that.
apply all the damage.
I like that
Okay.
roll.
Well,
I'll
you know
take
what? I won't remember which one's which. Let's do it. Let's apply the damage now. So this guy takes 5, right? And then Picano is going to roll his reflex save. 19,
Fails.
yeah.
It's 11.
11 damage.
Couldn't happen to a worse guy.
And then you change direction. You get to move up to your full movement. I assume you can change direction when doing that.
Yeah,
It
because you
doesn't say
stride
no.
twice.
Right. So you trample both of the people to the north, right?
Yeah.
Both long shields get trampled. Let's see if they make the reflex saves. 22,
That passes. Half damage.
half damage, and 12.
Fails.
Okay. That's Corgo's. Is that your turn?
That was all 3 actions to do that.
Okay. Yeah, that's extremely effective. You did a whole bunch of damage to a lot of enemies, so nice. Way to use that moose. Way to
Well
ride that
done.
moose.
Hey.
Way to use that moose. Again, send in your euphemisms to our Discord.
Next is the Burning Mammoth Long Shield, the first of the two. This one is going to stride 25 feet This one does trigger an attack of opportunity. Well, actually, he could stride here and then there, right? He could stride to there.
And then
as part of his
step.
stride, he could do
Step.
there and then there, right?
Yeah.
So he doesn't have to trigger an attack of opportunity.
He would have to use a step. He'd have to go across from, right?
Well, no.
No. That's 25 feet of movement.
This
It's fine.
is 20 feet.
He didn't make his diagonal to
And
the
then
last
here is
square.
25 feet.
That's fine.
Really?
right?
I didn't know it works that way.
All right.
Or the first diagonal movement is 5 feet, right?
Yeah.
Good old 3rd edition. 5 feet, 10 feet, 5 feet, 10 feet. Is that what they do?
They're trying to draw circles instead of making everything in the world into a square.
Yeah.
Everything's a square.
Now that this burning mammoth is next to Andreas, Zancath, and Jonesy. Ruh-roh, yes.
I know, it sounds bad when you say it's right by all three of us.
First, she tries to shove Jonesy. And so she's going to make an athletics check. That is an 18. Is that higher than your fortitude DC?
It matches.
Matches. Well, then I think that means she succeeds.
Yeah.
Now, this person has an ability called Shield Shove that moves the success up one category. So instead of a success, it becomes a critical success, and Jonesy is pushed back 10 feet.
Ouch, right into the wall.
I think it would actually be diagonally.
I think it
or
would be
it?
diagonally.
Oh,
It doesn't matter. It's
Okay.
it's as long as it's away from the attacker.
Okay, well, that was 5 feet. I'll let you decide if you want Jonesy to be here or here. You pick one of those.
well, this direction, it goes against all the laws of physics that I know of, so I feel like you should go here.
That's now a 15-foot shove.
See, exactly. That's a 15-foot
Oh,
move.
I see. So I'll go back how I originally had.
Okay,
gone.
that's fine.
Yeah.
All right, so you stumble back 10 feet, and she actually gets to step, or actually stride, as part of that shove. However, that does mean, for real this time, Zancath, you get to take an attack of opportunity.
I'm gonna punch her.
Do it.
Punch her, she's shoving me up against the wall.
21 to hit.
That is a hit.
Yeah.
It's a whopping. Hey, 4. That's max I can roll on a hit. That's 4 damage.
All right. So you deal a pretty good punch as she strides by, pushing Jonesy up against this wall, this mountainside. And that was her second action. Her third action, she's going to try to punch Jonesy with her shield boss. Oh no. A natural 20. So that is... Oh my gosh. 22 points of damage to poor Jonesy.
No, Jonesy was expecting maybe a kiss, and instead he gets beat up real bad.
Tender embrace.
Also, as a side effect of that, succeeding on the shield punch means she gets to raise her shield for free. All right, that was the first of the 2 Burning Mammoth long shields. The other one, yeah, she's going to have to stride twice to...
She doesn't want to attack the moose that just stepped on her?
The moose is big and scary.
What about me? I'm big and scary. Get out of here.
The moose is bigger.
I barely.
And the moose is also uninjured, and you look like maybe you're kind of hurt. Also, Pecano's over there,
Yeah.
next to Andreas.
No, there's
So-
logic. I just don't like it.
Yeah.
I'm sorry. She's gonna stride. I'll stride just once. I'll stride once to this position, and this long shield's a little bit injured thanks to the moose, and she will attempt a similar thing. She's gonna punch with the shield boss.
Mike,
my
stop
gosh.
it.
Come on,
What?
Mike.
That's another natural 20.
TPK. TPK.
Yeah, I guess I'll... Wow, that's crazy. All right, so critical damage is 14 points of damage.
Okay.
I have to look this up. I swear to God, Foundry is just doing something for GMs out there.
The wolf is not in the initiative. Why is that?
That's a Mike fault.
Yeah, I guess so. I'm going to have this wolf...
Just put it at the end.
Technically, it was supposed to go before these long shields. I'm just going to have it go after them. We're supposed to be on the second long shield now. So, back to the order here. So, Andreas, you've been punched in the face by this warrior with her shield, and she then raises her shield as part of that shield punch, and then she's going to try to stab you with her spear,
Commendable. Good strategy. Go for the stab after the face punch.
but only a 16.
Barely misses.
Yeah, you are flanked and clumsy. but it misses. I'm sorry, you're flanked. You're off guard, right?
Yep.
Okay, and that's her turn, and now Rumpy gets to go. Rumpy is not happy with this situation because Rumpy has just seen this strange woman run up and attack her buddy Jonesy. So she steps up, or strides up to this warrior. What do you think she should start with here?
She should worry.
Worry, you think?
Yeah.
Oh my god, worry that thing forever.
She has to grab the creature first.
Oh, okay.
Well, and to grab, she has to strike.
So jaws grab.
Yep, and then worry. I have learned that worry means to gnaw. Okay, so she rolls a 26 to hit.
Go Rumpy!
Which means she succeeds on the bite, which does 13 points of damage as this warrior cries out in pain. This might finish off this warrior here. And then she's going to try to grab the creature. Her last action was a success with a strike that lists grab in the damage entry. The monster automatically grabs the target until the end of the monster's next turn. Creature is grabbed by whichever body part the monster attacks. So she grabs this warrior in her mouth, and then she uses the worry ability.
She's out of actions.
Oh, right, she strode, I forgot. So she'll start with worry next time. That was Rumpy's turn. Picano grins at Andreas and says, "This is the end, old man. You don't stand a chance. I'm going to lead them all." And he will attack with a spear.
Man, he's totally right, too.
The 25 to hit.
Yep. Normal hit.
19 points of damage.
40.
That's
nearly max damage.
that's not allowed.
Nope.
I'm sorry. Am I fired?
You're fired. I'm unconscious and dying one.
And then he steps over Andreas's body
Rude.
and raises his shield for his last action. He steps right up to Zancath. And this is round 2. On round 2, here at the start of this round, I guess Picano's gone, but we're basically at the start of the round, you hear shouting coming from up the mountain where you saw those large figures in the distance. And now you see that a new, smaller figure has suddenly appeared there. This new figure begins barking orders at those large figures, some kinds of giants, surely. You can hear some of it. You hear something about... You're not sure exactly what the figure said, but you make out pieces of it. She then disappears, only to reappear directly above the snowpack that looms over the bonfires just to the northwest. And that is the start of the round and Picano's turn. Zancath, you have a Burn Bearer and Picano all looming over you.
Yep.
What are you going to do?
Okay. I'm going to drop my bow.
Okay.
And I'm going to draw the rapier.
Okay.
I'm going to stab at Picano.
Okay.
Gonna say, Picano, I don't know what's happened that has made you feel like you must be such a bully in this life, but I am ashamed of you. 23 to hit.
That's a hit.
Nice.
She stabs Picano.
And that is 5 damage.
5 points of damage. He winces and says, "You'll have to do better than that to stop me."
I'm gonna stab him again.
Do it.
That did not hit, because that's a 8.
Yeah, his AC is... I can't seem to get the shield thing working here correctly with his current AC, so you're just going to have to ignore what it says about whether you hit his armor class or not.
I don't think an 8 is going to hit regardless.
Yeah,
so.
I know. It's just the thing where it says miss by, that number is... Does it show you the miss by?
No, it just missed.
Oh, okay. Okay. Well, the number's not quite right. You missed by less than it says you did.
Oh, okay.
Anyway, so that's Zancath's turn.
Yep.
Jonesy, this long shield warrior had pushed you up against the mountainside wall, pressed you hard up against it, and it was looking pretty bad, but Rumpy has come to your rescue. And I should also mention that Hurungara is right there snarling as well. What do you want to do?
All right, well, I'm wondering about Andreas, because I think he's got some persistent fire damage happening.
He does.
And I'm not sure if Stabilize is going to do anything to help that.
It won't.
All right, I feel like Jonesy can't let Andreas die,
No, that seems fair.
despite this very normally what might be a rousing situation happening in front of him. He's going to ignore that and heal Andreas and just hope he doesn't stand up right away. Because that would be really bad.
What do we do then? Yeah, because Kano is standing over Andreas' body. What do we do if Andreas stands up?
You would just decide who gets displaced. Like, I mean,
Okay.
you could move me out
Yeah.
into that adjacent
Yeah,
space or something
fair
like
enough.
I think I'm more worried that he would just...
that. Stab down at me. I'm going to get to act before Picano at the very least.
Okay.
Yes,
So, is it just 16 because it's plus 8?
15.
No,
Or sorry,
it's
Plus 9.
plus 9, so it is 16.
Yeah, it is 16 plus the 9, yeah. Okay, and then...
So Andreas is healed for 16 points of damage.
Becomes wounded and conscious.
And what else, Jonesy?
I feel like there's not a ton I can do. I mean, can I punch her?
Sure.
So I'm not holding anything at the moment. So I'll just try to punch her in the face for a 17.
Not with a shield raise. That is not a hit.
Okay. That's it.
So Jonesy brings Andreas back up. The burn bearer that's next to Picano and Zancath gets to go. And this burn bearer will take a step to flank Zancath with the other burn bearer. And then we'll try to use the torch and go ability, which means attacking with the torch.
This is a step. Nope, it's a step. It doesn't matter. Never mind.
It doesn't. Yep.
Yep.
A 19 to hit.
Miss. Just barely.
miss.
Duck under it.
And we'll then attempt to attack with the club. 22 to hit.
Hits.
7 points of damage.
Okay.
And that is that burn bearer's turn. The other burn bearer on the other side says, "No, like this, brother."
Should I should be flat-footed now, shouldn't I?
You are off guard, yes.
Yeah, that's what it is now.
And so this one tries to hit you with the torch. 21 to hit.
Yes, hits.
And with that, you are now taking persistent fire damage 1.
Okay.
And the burn bearer gets to step if they want to, which they do. And they will then attack you with the club. A 23 to hit.
Hits.
Oh dear. 8 points of damage to Zancath.
My luck turned.
And that burn bearer has one action left because that step was part of the torch and go action. And they're going to use that last action to try to hit you again with the club, but they have a big penalty now, so this is probably not going to work out. An 8. That's a miss.
For sure misses.
And that means now it is Korgo's turn. Korgo is on the moose, pretty far away from the action now. What is he going to do?
So everyone's kind of gotten bunched up, and it would be hard to do that sweet trample move again. But there is this shield bearer guy here on the edge, so
I mean, you could make it through the shield bearer and Picano, probably.
then I would have to step over Andreas.
Oh, I forgot Andreas is under Picano.
Which
Good call. Yeah.
I would have totally done that, but now everyone's all messed up now. So Korgo's gonna spur on the moose to do a thundering charge. So the moose strides, makes an antler strike. If it damages, then the shield bearer dude will make a fortitude check or be stunned.
Excellent.
Let's see if he hits. We'll hit with an antler. So that's a 17 to hit.
That is a miss.
Oh, come on.
Does this one have their shield raised? I don't remember.
Yes, she does have her shield raised because she punched Andreas and got to raise her shield as part of that.
Okay.
So yes, she has her shield raised, so that is a miss.
Okay, since things are looking a bit desperate, and that was he rolled a 5 for that. I'll use a hero point
Oh, good idea.
because you got to use them now because things ain't looking so great. Let's roll that again. Antler.
Let's see if it's a
Plus
17
12.
again.
Right.
Oh my gosh, I will lose my connection. It's a 30.
Oh.
30 is a critical hit.
Sweet. So that
Awesome.
is 20 damage,
Wow.
and make a fortitude check.
So describe how this moose kills this long shield warrior.
Oh, sweet. So Greta charges right through. The guy turns with his shield raised, and then it doesn't matter. Greta goes underneath the shield with her antlers and just impales the guy underneath. So now Korgo's got this guy as handlebars, pinned on top of the antlers. Korgo's like, yeah, Grant, I can't see. So that's 2 actions.
Now what?
What to do with a third action? Korgo will command Prungar to attack.
Ooh.
The guy that is currently not looking great. Oh, someone's pinging me. Is someone trying to suggest that Prungar attack this one?
I don't agree, but okay.
All right. So Korgo's about to direct Prungar to attack one that's getting attacked by the wolf, but then suddenly he gets smart and tells Prungar to attack somebody else. So Prungar will roll an 18 to attack the burn bear south of Zancath.
18. That's a hit.
That's 7 damage.
Oof. Okay.
And they get 1 more attack. So as Prungar's biting in with their mouth, they're going to attack with claws next. With 7 will miss.
7 is a miss.
Okay, that's the end of my turn.
All right. A nice turn. Well done. It is the grabbed Burning Mammoth Longshield's turn. This Burning Mammoth is currently in Rumpy's mouth, right in front of Jonesy, and she's going to try to escape. What does she need to roll for that again? You said athletics or acrobatics?
Yeah, against the athletics DC of the wolf.
All right, so the athletics DC of the wolf is 22. And so here comes an athletics check to try to escape. 17. That's a failure. She's going to try again. Oh, wait, did I roll the wrong person? Okay, well, I rolled the wrong person, but I should just add 2 to that. It makes it a 19. They still fail. So she's going to try again, but does this have the attack trait, the escaping?
Yep.
So there's a map penalty. All right, I'm going to roll again. I can't automatically incorporate the map, but we'll just have to subtract 5 from it. All right, so here we go again. Subtract 5 from that is an 18. Not enough. So this Burning Mammoth tries twice to escape and fails. She will, with one last action, raise her shield, but not a good round for her. That Burning Mammoth Longshield is dead. Rumpy gets to go. What should Rumpy do?
Worry.
I worry that you don't remember.
All right, so the Burning Mammoth in Rumpy's mouth has to make a fortitude save, a basic fortitude save. That is a 29, which is a success, but not a critical success. So she will take half damage.
Okay, at least there's that. Oh.
Which is just 1 point of damage.
Why are you rolling badly when you're rolling damage for us?
Good question. Good question.
You know what the best part about this ability is, though?
She can do it again.
She can just keep worrying until this thing dies.
Why not?
What?
So she's going to do it again. Another fortitude save. That's a 17. That is a fail.
Yay.
And so full damage this time. 6 more points of damage. And with that, the Burning Mammoth in Rumpy's mouth goes limp. And that doesn't stop Rumpy from continuing to chew, however.
No.
Nice.
Rumpy deserves a snack at this point.
So, Jonesy, Rumpy has just killed your attacker. Andreas, would you move your token? You pick a direction. Probably to the west, I think, the left. But
I think I'm going to go up to the left as I stand.
So Andreas is awakened. He is now alert. He stands up.
And pick up my weapon.
Now, standing up triggers an attack of opportunity from Picano.
I'm going to fight you in real life.
I don't suppose him taking an attack of opportunity triggers my attack of opportunity? No?
No.
I didn't think so.
That would be cool if we could have
party.
attack of opportunity chains. No, but he does get to attack you. I'm not kidding. I'm sorry.
No, yeah, that's what happens.
So, here we go. 26.
Ike.
Why, hello, Mr. Spear.
It's nice to see you again.
Let's all watch Mike roll maximum damage you can.
Hello, darkness, my old friend.
14 damage.
I'm back to 2 hit points.
Oh,
Boy. So, Andreas, you're up. He stabs you as you stand, but you're still up.
run away. Yeah, run away.
What do you mean? I could do all of these great one-action abilities here.
Yeah, I
You
will.
could drink a potion.
Having provoked his single attack of opportunity, I will move away to the southwest behind Rumpy.
Okay.
and I take 1 point of fire damage, leaving me at 1 hit point.
Make your flat
But
check.
you were magically healed. It's still.
Nope. Doesn't take
Keeps
off
going.
the fire.
Oh my.
Make your DC 15 flat check.
I
Okay.
succeed the flat check exactly.
Wow.
Nice.
So the fire stops and you have 1 hit point. Okay, Picano gets to go. I'll finish with you later, old man. Now I get to get rid of this pesky grandma here. And he's going to try to kill poor little Zancath. Let's see. I'll start with the spear. A 20 to hit.
It's a hit.
Damage. 13 points of damage.
Ouch. I'm still up, though.
He will make another attack, and that is a 14 to hit.
Misses.
And with his last action, he grimaces at you and says, I'll get you next time.
Okay, Scooby-Doo.
You won't get away from me. And he uses his hunt prey action on you, which means that next time, if he manages to hit you the first time and he hits you in the round, you'll take some extra damage.
Oh, I'm so glad he didn't do that to me before. Oh my god.
Zancath, it's your turn.
I'm gonna stab Picano.
Okay.
Please, just a crit. I've had such terrible rolls. It's a hit. It's 24, but it's not a crit.
24 is a hit. Yeah.
I'll take it.
His shield is not raised, so now is the time to try.
Poke. 4 damage.
4 points of damage.
Man,
Okay.
I'm gonna. Hey, guess what?
You gonna try
I'm
again?
gonna stab him again.
Yeah.
Nope. That's a 10. That's a 10 to hit. Wait,
Step out of that flank zone.
I'm about to die, so I'm gonna hero point that one.
Ooh, okay.
Might as well do it before I go unconscious. That's a 21 to hit.
That is a miss.
Oh,
Fun times.
brutal.
And I am going to follow Sean's excellent advice and take a step to get out of the flank zone.
Now, you don't want to step maybe next to Rumpy, or you want to step over there? You could be flanked again.
Yeah, but Corgo can come in.
That's true.
Yeah.
Gorgo could flank with you.
Yeah,
That's true.
I'm gonna move to the left of Picano. Nope, that's where I'm going.
Okay. Now roll that flat check. It's a DC 15. Just roll a
I
D20.
didn't get it.
Okay. She rolled a 10.
Yep, and I'm done.
At that moment, the figure above the snowpack, up to the northwest, above those bonfires, calls down to Picano and sarcastically says, "Oh, Picano, must I do everything myself?" And she smirks at him, and he smiles back at her as she casts a fireball directly at the snowpack under her feet. And she is consumed in flames and disappears from view, only to emerge unscathed when the flames die down. And the icy face of the mountain shivers, and you hear a deep rumble from the snowpack. And all the Burning Mammoth warriors look up in alarm, but not Picano. And we'll find out what happens in 2 weeks.
Oh no.
Nope.
Thanks for listening to Broken Tusk Rising. You can help the podcast by giving us a 5-star review on Apple Podcasts or Spotify, by following us on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at The House of Bob, or by chatting with us on Discord, and most of all, by supporting us on Patreon. That's at patreon.com/thehouseofbob. This show is possible due to all our patrons, who get special zines, one-shots, and commentary. Art for this campaign is by Sean Makes, and art for social media is by Jeanette. Audio production and music are by Mike. Thanks again for listening, and roll on.
The fair sucked, but thanks for letting me go, everyone.
I was going to
appreciate it.
ask, actually, I forgot to ask. I'm glad you made it back and that you didn't have any negative encounters with carnies, I'm guessing.
No.
I never used to think ill of carnies until there was a Simpsons episode, and then that episode made me real suspicious on them. I don't know why.
I'd forgotten until we were on the way there why we didn't go last year. And it's because there was a gun fired at last year's.
I'd forgotten
So
about
I
that.
was like, on the way there, and I was like, oh yeah, we didn't go last year. That's weird. Why didn't we go last year? I mean, like, okay, because people firing guns. So the security was way more.
Wow.
Anyway, I don't think anyone actually was shot last year. I think.
Oh, well, that's okay then.
Well, I mean, you're in the South, man. People just, some warning rounds into the sky is like totally appropriate behavior.
Completely normal.
Scary. Yeah, I mean, what could go wrong? I mean, there's a large number of teenagers from many different local schools. They're unsupervised. What could happen?
If it was Canada, they just used bear spray that they got out of their hiking kit.
Okay.
And they put it on to protect themselves.
Yeah,
not to fire it
Self-application.
anyway.
Oh, is that why
Ward
you
off the
guys
bears.
smell that way?
That explains a lot.
Okay.
Yeah, next time you come down, Josh, we'll put some bear spray on you.
Sweet.
Keep you safe.
The scouts interrogated one of their prisoners. Oh, wait. Is that the right one? Yes, that is. Okay, I'm sorry. They had another session where you interviewed someone. All right, sorry. They had more than one session where you interviewed someone, and I suddenly thought, wait a second.
capturing these guys. They're just mooks.
What is... Oh, yes.
TPK.
TPK. Josh has his House of Bob TPK shirt, which is, I think, no longer available. Am I correct?
Discontinued.
in the vault, baby.
Discontinued. You can still get some cool stickers at the House of Bob store.
No.
No? None? I thought we had stickers still.
The store is empty.
Is empty. Okay, you can get nothing at the House of Bob store, but you guys weren't buying anything anyway, so it's fine.
It's on your
thing.
fault.
That's the thing. I needed to create a false sense of scarcity from our with our drop shipped
Yeah.
produce on demand materials. So it's all gone. And I've been very busy.
Of course.
And have not
Yeah.
put new stuff up.
Here's a rare editor's note in the outtakes. There is now a House on Carrion Hill mug available in the House of Bob store. Just go to thehouseofbob.org and click on shop.
I would love to climb down off this cliff, but I appear to be frozen in time.
Oh, of course. I have once again forgotten to unpause. She raises her shield. No, wait. What? Hold on. This text is too small.
We lost Mike, everybody. Mike went off camera. We don't know
I'm
what's
too
going
old
on.
to read this stuff. I can't read this tiny thing. Okay, got it. So, everybody having fun?
Oh, yeah. It's pretty
Yeah.
intense.
Good times?
Yeah,
Good times.
It
No.
just depends on what happens next. I don't know what's
we all
about
get
to
buried
happen.
in an avalanche, is what it sounds like.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We
That's a
all
scripted
die,
event. It'll
just
be
a
fine.
different way than we thought.
It'll be all right. Yeah. Rocks fall, you all die.
It's like those cutscenes in God of War where you just have to press X a bunch of times.
Oh, I love those. That makes me feel so cool.